Have you ever felt this? You say, I'm fine, but your body says something else. Your shoulders feel tight, your chest feels heavy, sometimes your stomach feels uncomfortable, and you don't even know why. So here is the powerful question comes. If emotions happen in the mind, why does the body carry the pain? So today, we are going to explore something very important. Why emotional stress gets stored in the body. This is the question. And we are also going to unpack how we can release it through awareness and movement. Let me tell you a simple story here. A young woman goes through a difficult breakup. She doesn't cry much. She tells herself, I need to be strong. She goes back to work and keeps herself busy, smiles in front of people. But after a few weeks, she starts feeling pain in her chest, tightness in her neck, difficult breathing deeply. So even the doctors say there is nothing physically wrong. So what is happening here? Her emotions didn't disappear. They just moved into the body. This is the story here. So what is the truth about emotions? In Shinsei Taiso Do, we understand one simple truth. Emotions are not just thoughts. They are energy in motion. So when emotions are fully expressed and processed, they move through the body. But when they are suppressed or ignored or avoided, they don't disappear. They stay inside the human system. So here is a question again. Where do emotions get stored? Different emotions tend to affect different parts of the body. This is study says. For example, stress, shoulders and neck, and fear, stomach and gut, grief, chest and lungs, and anger, muscles, the body muscles, and even jaw. So have you noticed this in your own life? You can ask this question. When you are stressed, your shoulders rise. When you are anxious, your stomach tightens. This is not random. This is the body responding to emotional signals. Then the science. What is the science behind it? Let's unpack it. Let's understand this from a scientific point of view. And there is a famous research study by neuroscientist Dr. Bessel Wander, and is the author of The Body Keeps the Score. His work shows that trauma and emotional stress are not just remembered in the brain, they are stored in the body. Through brain imaging studies, researchers found that emotional stress activates amygdala. We call it as it's a fear center. It reduces activity in the prefrontal cortex. And also finally, it triggers physical responses in the muscles and organs. And this means the body reacts and remembers even when the mind tries to move on. A simple example we can relate to it. Think about a time when someone shouted at you. Even hours later, your body still feels tense, your heart rate stays high, your breathing changes, Even if you are no longer in that situation, your body is still reacting. This is because the nervous system has not completed the stress cycle. In Shinsei Taiso Do, we explain this simply. The body holds emotional stress because the experience was not fully processed. Secondly, the energy was not released through movement or expression. And the breath became restricted during the emotional movement. Some of us experienced all of these three situations, the experience. So when these three things happens, the body stores the experience as tension. And that's where the role of breath comes in. So when you experience emotional stress, what happens to your breathing? Just think about it. It becomes shallow, fast, or held. And this interrupts the natural flow of energy. Over time, this creates tight muscles, poor oxygen flow. It affects your body. And that's why breathe is one of the most powerful tools for emotional healing. Here is something important. Animals in nature don't store trauma the same way humans do. Why? Because after a stressful event, they shake, they move and release. Humans often do the opposite. You can think about it this. If something happened to us, what we do, we just sit still, think about it, keep on thinking about what happened to me, what happened to the other person. Actually, we suppress, we overthink. So healing movements like those in Shinsei Taiso Do help complete this natural release process. So in Shinsei Taiso Do, emotional stress is understood through three layers. The first layer is a physical tension. So that is body. The second is thought patterns. That is mind. And the third one is flow disruption. That is where the energy comes in. So three key points here: body, mind, and energy. So to heal, all three must be addressed together. That is the main basic science behind Shinsei Taiso formation. That's why we use three key pillars in Shinsei Taiso Do. Kaizen flow to release physical tension. The second is Taiso flow to calm the mind through movement. Then Ki flow to restore energy balance. So many people say, I don't feel anything, but their body tells a different story. Tight jaw, still posture, shallow breathing. Sometimes emotional numbness is not the absence of feeling. We call it as it is a frozen emotion in the body. So let's try to find out the connection here, the five elements and emotions. In Shinsei Taiso Do, we also understand emotions through the five elements. Let's take first element is earth. It's talking about stability. So stress affects grounding. If it's the second element is water, and it's talking about emotions. It's because a blocked flow is emotional heaviness. So if you talk about fire, that is a third element. It's talking about energy. And anger, frustrations, we can relate to that. And the fourth element is air. It's talking about breathe, anxiety, overthinking, you know. Then the final space, void, that means awareness. That is confusion, lack of change is also affecting all of this. So with these elements are when these elements are imbalanced, emotional stress increases. So healing movements help restore balance. How to really store the emotional stress? There are many ways. Let's make it more practical here. Here are some simple ways to begin releasing emotional stress. Conscious breathing. A conscious breathing is more like you focus on your nostrils. It's like complete attention to the nostrils. Imagine and visualize slow inhaling, longer inhale. And this calms the nervous system. Then, second point is gentle movement. Rotating shoulders, a slight gentle stretching of your body. You can feel that movement, that kind of stretchings. You might notice some of in the offices, some people, especially those who are continuously sitting on the table and typewriting and all of those typings, they sometimes they feel stretch. They do some sort of stretching, simple stretchings in the body. It's actually releasing, trying to release. So body is also pushing you to move. It happens naturally. So that is gentle movement we are talking about. Then pause and feel. That is another point. That is, instead of avoiding emotion, allow yourself to feel it. I used to say, think about your situation, especially when you are in the state of an anger. You can visualize that. What happened? See yourself that you are in an anger mode and observe the nature and of your body and what happened. That condition, you observe that visually. You will ask yourself, and you will immediately feel like, I need to control. I definitely need to control that. It's a powerful technique. I'm not expanding that because still some of the topics I will be talking about it in the upcoming anger management sessions. But pause and feel that emotion. It will help you in many ways to control it instead of avoiding the emotion. So that is a point here. So what I'm saying is 3 points: conscious breathing, gentle movement, and feel the emotions. There is a simple practice I wanted to give you. Very simple one. Try this now. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take a slow breath in. It's a conscious breathing, indeed. Take a deep breath and think about that breath going in through your nostrils. And gently exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. How do you feel? And next step is bring awareness to your body. Bring awareness to your body completely. So breathe in and breathe out. Then you bring awareness of your body. And ask this very simple question. Where am I holding tension right now? Just notice. No judgment, nothing. This is the beginning of release. Remember, healing is not about forcing emotions to disappear. It's about allowing them to move, just like water. When emotions flow, they don't become toxic. And when they are blocked, they create pressure. So always keep it in mind. Your body is not working against you. It is trying to communicate with you. Every tension, every discomfort, every tightness is a message. So when you learn to listen, breathe, and move consciously, You don't just release stress, you reconnect with yourself.